Damn it! I've got nothing. Got nothing else to hit.
That was our opening theme for the podcast.
I hit my PS4. Sorry.
Podcast. Wonderful start. Hey guys, this is Travis here, or Darker Gamer, or whatever the fuck you want to say. Just call me Dork. So I've been thinking for a while of other videos I could do, other special videos I could do, and one of them obviously came into my head, which is to do a podcast sort of thing. And the only thing is that I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this kind of thing, because with these new videos, I have to kind of put them out in the field for a little bit before I decide to make more of them. So if you guys like this podcast kind of thing, then tell me in the comments, then I'll continue it. But the thing about podcasts is that I'm going to have to secure a day. It's going to take some sort of preparation. So it's going to take, if you guys do want to see more, I just want to let you know, it's going to take a while to get it going. But for the most part, the last time we did this, it was pretty interesting. Yeah. It would have been a great video if only XSplit worked.
It knows better.
That was 50 minutes. All gone.
That did seem very painful.
So what are we be talking about this podcast? Now, if you guys want to see more in the later podcasts, there's probably going to be a certain theme surrounded by it. But for now, let's just talk about games. Might as well. And it's funny because I kind of think maybe XSplit not working was fate, because after the podcast recording failed, I think after a few days, just a plethora of things were revealed. Oh my god, just there's so much that happened in the
and the game was cancelled as well, which I'm gonna go on for a 5-minute talk about.
We'll talk about that. But let's see. What was the first thing? I mean, we'll talk about should we talk about what games we've been playing first, or
yeah, let's
should we go into news?
Let's just do the games first and then news after.
Actually, I think news first would be better.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Anyway, so,
top quality professionalism, guys.
None of this is written down. So let's talk about the big one. Unfortunately, the recent demo, PT, and Silent Hills in general, has been canned. It's no longer going to come out. And I think it's either because Kojima left the project or there was some financial trouble. It was just one of those things where Silent Hills was pretty much, it's not going to happen. It's not going to be coming back. So the whole project got canned, and that's kind of the thing. It's kind of weird because if Kojima leaving was the problem, then Silent Hills was nowhere near close to finishing development. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a loss. Because that's what always bothers me about some companies, because I always love it when companies, a few months before release, they announce the game, they show some gameplay, it's like, oh, and this comes out in about 4 months, it's like, sweet, I can't wait. But when companies announce these games that you have no idea when they're going to finish, what's the point of even waiting? Yeah. It's the same thing with The Last Guardian, good God. Is that still in development?
Well, they haven't actually mentioned about that being cancelled yet, so...
There's been a couple rumors, but I'd be surprised if it was still in development. It's been 6 years.
Same here. It was more specifically, it's like, when I heard the news, I kind of posted on my Twitter about this, but I kind of said that this reminded me of something similar with Capcom.
What?
I don't know why, but it's like the first thing that popped in my head when I saw this is like, wow, this is exactly like Capcom with Mega Man.
Not really.
Yeah, except it isn't really, because at least Konami didn't blame the fans because of this.
Well, actually, I wanted to talk about that with you. I'm gonna be put under the firing line when I say this, but before Capcom put the can on Mega Man Legends 3, how many people were actually anticipated for it?
I've seen there was a lot of people that actually were. Okay, I swear there was a lot of people that were.
Because it's one of those things in psychology where it's hindsight bias, where It could be because Legends 3 was canceled that all these people started coming in as like, oh, Capcom's blaming fans. Oh, I was waiting for it, but it could be in reality that they forgot about the thing. So
It was, I think, a big clue for this was the dev room. Was the dev room during like the game's development, where they basically like said, "Oh, you can add interest in like certain like concept art for stuff and send in like voice work and to possibly become a voice actor for a new character." Apparently, so many people signed up for that as well. They have
Alright,
some.
then.
I think they have some of like the concept art laying around for it as well. I think somewhere on the internet.
All right. Well, that was just an observation. Anyway, let's move on. So Silent Hills got canned. Norman Reedus and both Guillermo del Toro. Did I actually say that right? Good God, that's the first time. They both said, "Yeah, it's not going to happen," and we're both sad about it. I would have loved to see a Silent Hills with Norman. Actually, to be honest, it could very well still happen. The problem is with Silent Hills, I think it for the time being, I think they're gonna keep wraps because it's not like there's not gonna be another Silent Hill game. So they could very well bring Norman Reedus back, Guillermo del Toro, if they want. I think the only problem is Kojima.
Yep. No, unless this is all just a massive publicity stunt on Kojima's part.
Son of a bitch.
Didn't you think about that?
If it was any other developer, I would have been like, "You're crazy." But anyone who knows Kojima's work, he fucks with people all the time. I don't know. Like anyone play that PT? You play the PT demo, right?
Yeah, I play PT.
All right. Did you ever get to that fake bug?
No, I didn't see that. No.
Eventually, you'll go along the game, and then the game will split. Like the screen will split, and then the numbers 204863 will appear on the screen, and then it'll flash, and it'll be this title card flipped upside down, and it says, "Development in this demo has been halted due to an inexplicable bug." And then the game restarts.
Oh.
But it's different. So it doesn't really restart, but it's like a fake restart. It's to throw people off.
That giant asshole.
And one of the picture pieces. This is just straight up asshole. But in PT, one of the picture pieces for the portrait. You know where you zoom in on something and then text flashes up? You've seen that, right?
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
One of the portrait pieces is in the menu. You have to zoom in on the menu.
Wow.
That is just... Anyway, so Silent Hills has been canceled, and what are you going to do? Life goes on.
Yeah.
That was pretty much my thinking span for when Silent Hills got canceled. I was pretty much like, oh man, really? That kind of sucks. Oh well, move on. That's my attention span for everything. Whenever something bad happens, like, all right.
Well, first off, for me, when it got in the year was nuts, I was pretty mad about it. I wasn't mad more specifically as much as I was like, just like kind of annoyed because like, I mean, this happened with multiple Mega Man games, and it's like now Konami's doing it, so now Konami could be doing it as well. And it was like really a bit bad. Second off, unrelated to the news, the sky outside is black as crap at the moment. Anyway,
God, that's scary. It's like, what time is it over there?
2:40.
You might want to run.
I think it's like thunderclouds out there.
Anyway, so that's Silent Hills got canned. What else? There's been a bunch of gameplay trailers, or a bunch of trailers in general that came out. A couple indie stuff. Just Cause 3 gameplay trailer.
Oh,
It looked all right.
There
was some improvements there here and there, but something about the models kind of threw me off. Some looked a little stiff about them, but that's about it. I liked it.
But I would have liked it if they maybe programmed an online feature actually within the game itself.
I wanted them to do that. It's like the Just Cause 2 fan multiplayer thing was so successful. it's crazy to think that in Just Cause 3 they wouldn't even try to implement it, or maybe they
Also,
did try, but they were like, it ain't gonna work.
oh my downloads, well my in the uploads finished. Anyway, now let me talk about another bit of news recently. Paid mods.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was a shitstorm. The problem is
Oh
that I'm not a
yes, it
PC
was.
gamer, so uh,
I'm like 20, like 20-40%.
20-40%. I am all PC gamer.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not that much of a PC gamer as well, but I do play them from time to time, and I can understand why people would be like really up in arms about this.
The only problem is that I didn't understand how it worked. Now, how does the paid? Does someone program a mod and then send it through a paid service, or are all the pre-existing mods shut off during a paywall?
I really don't know.
Okay, because if it's the latter, then I would understand the rage. But if you program a mod and you send it through the pay system, uh, I don't really have a problem with that. It's just a guy getting money. This is what I hate so much about people. This is just a psychology thing. It's just that anything involving money and fan work instantly negative. People don't even take the time to think about it. It's like this guy's putting so much effort into something that originally no one paid for. They just downloaded like, oh, now I'm playing a mod, whatever. But now this guy is putting in now because it's paid for. The guy could be putting in even more work into it, and that's the thing. You don't have to pay for it. It's like all this stuff is like, oh, it's too expensive. It shouldn't be that much. It's just like, then don't buy it. What is wrong
Yeah.
with people?
To be fair, I can see what's going with it because think about with it as well. Like you said, mentioned about how like with it being paid, but people can put more effort into it. But think about Black Mesa a minute, like how
I, I've I have no
oh
information on Black Mesa.
but as well that's been out for a while. But it's the first half of it's been out for a while. Like if you've seen anything about it or played it, you would know how much effort like that was put into it. It's damn near like Valve levels of like if Valve made a proper Half-Life 1 reimagining.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the thing, but there's got to be like an approval system for the paid mod system, or what was left of the paid mod system, because it's no longer a thing.
I mean, I did hear though that with that as well, that Valve were allowing like the developers to make money off of the project, but like with the full version of everything.
Oh well, that's kind of the thing. You're not with these podcasts. You're not going to be hearing a lot of in-depth opinion stuff, except when we talk
Yeah.
about the games we've been playing. Because I don't have that attention span.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we'll probably save something like talking about how salty people are over Five Nights at Freddy's 4 being a thing than in ourselves. Then
See, that's the thing. It's like, okay, there's a fourth one coming out Halloween. All right, that's it. All this like stuff that could be controversial or the controversial stuff hits me in the face like a piece of paper with a train. It doesn't do anything.
you are really boring.
Yes, I am. That's what makes things fun. I'm just not affected by stuff. I don't go with people on the crowd, which is good because I'm going to be talking about a game later, which some people might not be happy about. But that's a different story. So, a lot of trailers came out. Just Cause 3. What else? What else was revealed? Oh, new Arkham Knight trailer.
Oh yeah,
Really?
you're really.
You're super excited for Arkham Knight, right?
Yeah. It's kind of just like though I am excited for it, but it's more like I don't know. I mean, well, I know it wasn't related to Rockstar, but kind of Arkham Origins kind of did diminish kind of a little bit for me with that. But I still definitely get it.
Okay. How can you not like Origins? Roger Craig Smith was in it.
I don't care.
Only at Pizza Hut.
God damn it. So,
Excuse
so
me.
now I just want to now program a mod where Batman, after he jumps down and starts flying, just goes hooba dooba.
Also, Mighty Number 9 at a release date.
Oh yeah.
Yep, September 15th. So yeah, that's something. That's
Too
cool.
long, yet too far.
Yeah. I've never really been a Mega Man fan, but number 9 looks interesting.
Castlevania, though? Oh, that's your favorite.
Oh yeah, that is this is my favorite game, man.
Totally.
Love it so much. Uh, Pinnacle of game design, isn't it?
Thing is, as well, I actually like it, but
I mean, it's fun if you like it, but I don't.
I
That's the only thing.
know. I know.
So Just Cause 3. Oh, Black Ops 3. I almost completely forgot about that.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know why, but I was pretty interested by the trailer because I'm not really a big COD fan, but the thing is with I at least watched the new trailers to be like, okay, because I played Advanced Warfare and I like Advanced Warfare, um so Black Ops 3 was like, all right, I'll at least watch a trailer, see what it is. And the first few seconds was like, all right, I kind of get what's going on here. But then you get to the point where the guy's arm turns into a gun and starts shooting. He's like, I want this. I want this now. I want
If
it.
you're gonna get it for PS4 as well because we can play together again.
All right.
Save the old days. Also, as well, apparently, it's like something what I've heard as well quite good about it. 4-player online co-op.
Oh yeah, I heard about that, dude. That'd be like Rainbow Six.
Actually, they've done this already before with the franchise as well. Back during World at War,
Cool.
like World at War had the exact same thing. So it's like taking them this long to go back to it.
Oh well, co-op is always fun.
Yeah,
Excuse me. Sorry about that sniffle. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be editing too much with this audio file because it's a podcast.
exactly.
Unless we say something really bad. Don't you
Oh,
dare. Don't you fucking dare say anything.
what?
No, just saying, just putting that out there.
Well, I wouldn't say something like that. You're crazy.
Or of course you wouldn't.
Did you just turn into a goat then?
Speaking of which, Goat Simulator came out on the 1. I think they could have taken a bit longer in the development process.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Oh!
there's some humor in a lot of in Goat Simulator, but there's just some stuff where there's fucking Liam was listening to me where I was going outside the boundaries and I wanted to see what would happen. The goat just walks 20 feet off the ground, just around, and it's not like, oh, it's a singular glitch, just reload the game and it'll be fine. No, it's a set thing. How do you do that? You can easily bypass so many of the invisible walls.
Oh, as well, something that kind of excites me with anime news as well, they've announced a new Dragon Ball series coming out soon.
But that's not us. We're games.
I don't care.
Shut your fucking mouth.
We like anime too.
I know, but shut your fucking mouth. That's actually kind of the thing. I've said that so many times in so many Let's Play parts, but I've kind of said that in parts where no one watched. But I'm a bit of a dork when it comes to anime and mangas. I've read a lot of manga. I've read a lot of manga. I've read so much. Oh. I could have done so much with that time, but I just read manga.
We have been in talks about the Boku no Pico commentary. Anyway,
Yeah, that. I need to find a better image of Count Chocula though before we do that.
yeah. Don't
It's
spoil
gonna
the
be
surprise.
so hard, but speaking of hard. Oh my god! People that watch this, they're like, what the fuck are they talking about? Anyway, so we talk about Good Simulator, Black Ops, Just Cause, Mighty Number 9, Silent Hills got canceled. Any other news of noteworthiness?
It's not really. I mean, there's the
Oh, Battlefront.
Oh yeah, Battlefront.
I thought that's everything.
Yes, I do.
Just,
Oh,
you
yeah,
were
that's
super excited for Battlefront. You're just like, oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I'm a little more skeptical about it from what I've heard of it, but I am but I'm still very, very, very excited for it.
It's good to be a bit skeptical about a lot of things. Now I've heard that it's got a negative reception. Why is
Oh,
that?
oh, yes, a very negative reception.
Why?
I don't know.
If you tell me it's because of EA, I'm gonna kill someone. Someone will die tonight.
Actually, from a lot of people I've talked to, that is one of the reasons.
I hate people.
Well, my friend did say though he did look at a developer thing on like a developer interview or something, and he said like it kind of rose up a little bit more in interest, but like not that much.
All right, I need to watch that interview then, because other than the
I think it was on Reddit somewhere or something. I don't know.
Other than the quote-unquote gameplay trailer, I haven't seen much from Battlefront. There's no way that's gameplay. That's like, it's funny because with other gameplay trailers, when they release, when they say the following footage was captured directly off the PS3 or 360 or PS4, Xbox One, usually my response, if it's really pretty, was like, oh, that looks super cool, that's awesome. With the Battlefront thing, the first thing I said was like, no fucking way. That's impossible. If that's the actual gameplay, I'm gonna be pretty impressed. But that's kind of the thing. Well, that's kind of the thing when Battlefield 3 first came out. It had visuals like, holy shit, this game looks fantastic. How is this possible? Same thing with Battlefield 4, except that the launch of Battlefield 4 wasn't really that great. But you know.
Yeah, I did hear about that. I think I got it on PS3 like around the time when they at least fixed most of the stuff anyway. So.
That's kind of the thing. When it comes to stuff like publishers, whenever people get angsty about them, is like, I just look at the games. Any sort of game that comes from
Unity.
a publisher that doesn't really have a good reputation, it doesn't matter. As long as the game is good, I don't really care. Titanfall is fucking fantastic. I love that game so much.
And I can't play it because, you're freaking stupid about saying, oh, PS4 is not powerful enough.
Oh, whoa, Sarge. It is a fun game, though. I can't wait for the sequel.
Yeah,
I kind of wish they kept it exclusive, though. I think that would be a really good one pusher, having Titanfall as a Microsoft exclusive.
If anything, I'm at least with the fact that it's now coming to PS4, at least I can actually try the second game.
Yeah. But you could just get it on PC, because PC is the ultimate race, right?
Well, by the fact that my PC is not powerful enough. So.
Before anything else, we're not PC gamers. We're console people. Just to let you guys know. That's it. Don't say, well, PC has so many things. I don't give a shit. The console's right there. I'm gonna put the game in. That's it. Shut up. I'm sorry. I shouldn't abuse you guys like that. What the fuck is this?
Wait, what?
Anyway, so that's pretty much all the news. A lot of the noteworthy news. So let's move on to games that we've been playing. I know what game you've been playing.
Oh, yeah. Non-stop since it came out.
Yeah, I've noticed. It's like, oh, I should contact him and get him on Grand Theft Auto 5 so we can do some heists. And then I look on the friends list and it just says Mortal Kombat X for like the last 7 days. It's like, never mind. Forget it.
Yeah.
So what do you feel about it?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, was that even a viable question? Okay, it's all serious though.
Some people didn't like it, so.
Yeah, I know. I say in all seriousness though, I just really love this game. More specifically though, is like what I don't understand. Like, I mean, with the people complaining about it, I do see where they come. Like, you can see why they would be complaining about it. Like, like the PC, like the crashing on the PC version would get very annoying. And like the end.
I'll get to talking about crashing later. I'm gonna rip a game a new one.
Oh boy, okay. And also as well, one of the problems I have with it on launch was, the online had like major issues connecting to anything. But the thing is, though, is like, I mean, one of the biggest complaints I've seen about it was the fact that the easy fatality system in it is microtransaction based. Like, yeah, I know you can buy them on the store if you want. But the thing is, you start off with 3 when you launch the game anyway, and you can get at least like 10 or 12 in the crypt itself in game with in-game coins that you collect yourself. So it's not like, it's not like you don't have to get them.
Well, I think the problem is that people can use real money just to get the fatality and use it online, or is it a different
No,
system? Because I don't have Mortal Kombat X.
because what easy fatalities are basically means you can just press 2 buttons. You have all the fatalities in the game anyway.
See, I
You
like
just
that.
have to
I like
unlock them in the crypt and find them, or you can just enter them in yourself if you know the code.
I don't like doing the Konami code for some of those.
Yeah.
Up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. Because I'm always the guy with the big thumbs that kind of hits one of the buttons and you're not sure if you hit it or not.
They're not the fatalities aren't really difficult to enter anyway. They're not like you don't have like 3 seconds to enter them like in Mortal Kombat 2 or anything. Instead, you have like a good amount of time to enter them in correctly and like learn the distance, and you can pause when it goes to finish him as well, so you have the time to hit it.
Yeah, some of those fatalities are just gross.
Oh,
They're super, fucking one of. I think Johnny Cage is just like, just looks through his
Yeah.
stomach. He's like, Jesus, dude.
yeah, and the Shining reference as well.
Here's Johnny. Get it?
Yeah, I do think though, in my opinion, like I've seen quite a few bad ones as well. Like the fact that one of the characters I think something like pulls the spine out of the pulls the rib cage out of his opponent, then jams it down in his throat.
Yeah, I've seen that one. It's one of the new characters, I think.
Yeah, Takeda,
Yeah.
and one of the classic characters. We first played I played about X around my friend's house a few days after I got it, and he saw most of the fatalities, but he didn't see the one where he rips open the mouth in 2. He was stunned for 5 minutes after he saw that.
God, that's just, yeah, it's so gross.
Yeah, but still, the game is absolutely wonderful, and I was planning on trying to do something where I was going to do like a review of every single game, but I mean, it doesn't have to be like instantaneous, but I do want to do it, and still planning on doing it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. Now the games I've been trying to play.
You're going to start with the crashing one.
Well, technically speaking, it's not crashing, but oh my god. So for the last few days, I've been trying to finish one of the heists on GTA 5. I just hate people. I hate people so much. People are just because here's the problem. It feels like the game takes way too long to figure out that a person is left, and you're not sure what's going on. So you've already waited a few minutes just to flash a message saying, "Oh, not enough members for the heist," which means that someone left. Secondly, those load times. Good.
You talking about GTA heists?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Every time the heist has a problem loading or someone leaves during it, it kicks you out and it loads. And it loads. And it loads. Because last night I tried to get the station section of the prison job heist done. 45 minutes of trying to do that mission. One person died 4 times in a row. So, because this is my thing with heists. Because I usually play them on hard because I want money. So, you die the first time. It's fine. Everyone makes mistakes. You're probably just caught off guard. Second time, okay, you start picking up a little bit. Just try to look a little more carefully. Third time, okay, this is getting annoying. We all are. You've already wasted all of our time.
Is this a subtle reference to me?
And 4, I'm gonna find you, and you will die tonight.
I'm starting to get the idea that this is a slight subtle reference toward the stuff that I do whenever we play.
No, but actually, we haven't played too many heists together. We've only done the fleece job. If you could help me out with the prisons with the station segment, I would love that because it's I've spent so long on that stupid stuff getting people in there, and then there was one guy. Oh, this is me playing on someone else's heist,
Wow.
on hard mode, and we were doing the finale of the prison job where you save Rashkovsky. So we get Rashkovsky in the air. Everything's going fine. We get him there. Rashkovsky leaves with the plane. We jump out. We're going to land on the beach, and we wait for the helicopter. Helicopter lands in the sand, and for some unknown reason, he flies back out into the water. Helicopter goes into the water, and the mission failed. You know what? Because you never completed the prison job, right?
I haven't actually done any of the other two heists yet, so no.
Okay, well, actually, there's more heists than
Oh.
just two. There's Series A, the Pacific Standard, and, of course, the prison job.
I know there's one where it involves like the Hydras and such.
Can't remember. I haven't done the other two ones yet. And the Humane Labs one. Can't remember. I can't forget that. I actually completed that one on hard mode because I just joined in on the finale. I completed that one on hard mode first time through. No one died. That was pretty cool. I felt good. And I got a huge. The Humane Labs one pays a lot, but all that was left was the helicopter to pick us up and fly towards the city. That would have been it. We would have gotten I would have gotten 75 grand. Would have gotten a hell of a lot of RP. The host would have gotten over 200,000. And the helicopter just lands in the fucking water.
What?
That would have been it.
Was the helicopter AI controlled, or was that going to the?
No, all the all the heists were the important part. It's all player. So it was human error.
Oh.
Actually, if it was the AI, it would have been like, okay, that was a glitch. The AI screwed up. But a person, how do you put it in the water? Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's it for the heist. What else have I been playing? Well, I haven't been playing this game, but I've been trying to write a review for this game, and it's not going well. You already know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yep. How do I say this? Because a lot of people like this game. Because the problem is it. I want to kill all these characters, but the thing is,
Okay, that was.
the thing is, so many people like this game, and it's so bothersome for me to be writing this review and have such a snarky attitude towards it. Because I hate that when I read a review like that, but there's no other way to write it. It's just what I feel. Anyway, so the game I'm talking about, I'm going to apologize right now, Smarty771, I think that's what your username is. The game I'm talking about is Life is Strange. It's the recently released episodic adventure of Max Center time bending powers and its choice-related gameplay. So it's like The Walking Dead or any other kind of RPG kind of open world thing where you make choices, stuff happens. It's more like The Walking Dead because it's a lot more corridor kind of. So that was probably bad that The Walking Dead came out prior because The Walking Dead is just I like it so much because it's character development, something feels good about a lot of developments. And these people aren't like 2D like Kenny in the first season. Well, obviously the first season. So Kenny is like he has you can see he's he's assertive about a lot of stuff, but he's just trying to protect his family. And you know, when things hit the fan, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Things get bad, but you kind of understand why you're like, I'm not gonna touch him. I get it. 'Cause that's what I like about The Walking Dead. There's so many characters that you think would be assholes, but then it turns out later that's like, I just don't know. It's just,
You know,
I
unless your
like
name
all
is
these
unless your
characters.
name is Ben, then
No, including Ben. You buckled down. You buckled over for Ben.
oh yeah, I
Don't
did
you
do
wiggle
that.
your way out of that.
Oh yeah, I did do that.
Anyway, so that's what I like about The Walking Dead. Life is strange.
I'm sorry.
Hate all these characters.
I'm sorry,
All
guys.
of them. Like, I'm so sorry, but I have to talk about how annoying Life is Strange is. But actually, before I go on to that, I want to say, if you like Life is Strange, that is completely okay with me. I'm fine with anyone liking a game that I don't like. That's completely fine. I don't mind
Unless
that
it's
at
box
all.
office
And you
bust.
should like games that you like. I'm not saying you shouldn't like it. I'm just saying that I hate it with a fucking passion.
Well, unless it's box office bust, then your opinion is wrong and you should die. But anyway,
Yeah.
thank you.
But with Life is Strange, let me see if I can get my review up, or how far I've written the review, because I'm not going to put it out yet, because first of all, it's not done. Secondly, I do want to reword it a little bit, because I kind of got carried away with some of it. Man. That's kind of the thing. For those of you who don't know about Life is Strange is basically, again, it's a choice-making game. But at the beginning of the game, basically, a character named Max, which you're going to be controlling throughout the game, wakes up in the middle of a storm. She goes up to the hill where a lighthouse is, and she sees that a hurricane has just hit the coastline of where she lives. And now it's like, oh shit, what's going on? It's like, oh no! It's like, hurricane! It's like, oh shit! So then, when that happens, a lightning bolt hits the lighthouse and crashes on Max. The good thing is that she wakes back up in photography class, and you're like, okay, all right, that was weird. So then Max goes to the bathroom, which it's hard to talk about because Max going to the bathroom, because a lot of stuff happens between Max and actually going to the bathroom. Just her thought process is kind of the main problem that I have with Max, but that's a different story. That's the only story. So she goes in the bathroom, and then the local snot-nose comes in, and he's like, oh, just calm down, blah, blah, blah. And then this blue-haired chick, we'll talk about her, she comes in and she's like, hey, what the fuck? You know, they don't say that, but... Then the snot-nose pulls out a gun, shoots the girl, and then Max runs towards her. Good thing for her, she wakes back up in photography class minutes before the shooting happens. You're like, you can rewind time. That's cool. And then with the hurricane dream, you're like, that's the future, isn't it? She rewound time, and now she's back in class, and oh, that's really interesting. I really like that premise. It's been done before, but that's a really cool premise. Even then, like, if you do make a bad choice, it can still happen. So I kind of like that kind of dynamic they could go for. The only problem is that I don't see them going for it. I don't see them going for anything. You should get it.
Yeah,
You should
I
get
don't.
But that's kind of the thing, is that, how do I say this? I've already told you this, and I think you kind of caught on what I was talking about, but Life is Strange, it's just got a different mindset to it. It's not really like a philosophical thing. It's more of a I think it's more of a geographically cultural thing, because if you play Life is Strange, it's more of a, how do I say this? it's more of a West Coast kind of thing, if you know what I'm talking about. And I'm not like that, so when it's been with that kind of mindset, I think it's because I'm in that mindset that I immediately got negative about it. I mean, there are legitimate problems with the plot and how characters interact with each other, but I think other people having that kind of mindset, I could see how they could move along without much problem. It's just that when I got in the game, I immediately wanted to be negative about it, and that's how I found out about all these problems with the game. I think that's what happened. So it could be very well that you could play the game and completely like it, and I'm just full of shit.
That's why you found out why it sucks.
Yeah, that's why I found out the game was terrible. No, but I just started different because, but that's kind of the problem with Life is Strange is that, well, first of all, I hate all the characters. Secondly, Max herself, this is kind of the problem, is where Max is the only well-defined character, and she's got her own interests. She's got kind of an interesting outlook, a bit maybe, but that's the thing. She could fly as a main character in any other type of game, but when it's a choice-making game, that becomes a problem because Liam, you played the first season of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I finished it.
What kind of likes did Lee have?
Oh,
What was his personality? What was he like?
well, not a dick.
Well, yeah, but
That's the obvious. That's all I could really say. Just he's not a
that's
dick.
the beauty of it because Telltale understood that you cannot have a well-defined character if you want to have an emotional story, if it's choice making, because if you have a well-defined character, it becomes less of I am this character and more of I am controlling this character. And that's the problem with Life is Strange. Max is too well defined. She has so many opinions about stuff that it kind of detaches you from it, and it feels like the choices you're making are superfluous. Because it feels like you make a choice, you want to stick with the choice, and it makes Max seem a little cautious, and you're being a little cautious. But the problem is she does something later that contradicts that. That's kind of the thing, and it's on her own that, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
So that's kind of the reason I don't like Life is Strange. The next episode is going to come out next month, and I can't wait for it because I want to make fun of it more, but...
Maybe they could change. Maybe your opinion will change on it.
That's perfectly possible. They could come back and say, "Hey, look at this. Yeah, fuck you." Just like yes, fuck me. But
Why does this all go suddenly?
I mean, that's perfectly possible. They could come around and say, "Hey, this was the reason that we had it set up like this," and I could be just firing the gun a little too quickly. Yeah, that could be possible, but it's kind of the thing. With the way that things are set up, if I just played the first episode, I would kind of be more agreeable with you about, they're setting up for something better. But the problem is with the second episode where more of the problems come in, and the ending of the second episode, which a lot of people are like, oh, that's super interesting, and I hated how the second episode ended. And not because it wasn't, emotional or it wasn't supposed to be emotional. It was kind of that kind of thing. But the problem is, I saw it coming for so long. For those of you who don't know, the end of the second episode has to do with a character called Kate, which Max interacts with the first and second episode. In the first episode, there's just the first time I saw Kate, the first time I saw her, I knew exactly what was going to happen.
And you're not going to tell me what happens, are you?
No, because are you going to play it or not? Well, first of all, we're on a podcast, so
yeah,
I can't really talk. I'll talk to you about it afterwards. So yeah, that's basically it. That's been the games I've been playing, trying to play GTA 5, and writing a review for Life is Strange. I need to rewrite this though. There's so much negativity in this. I need to
I
be
have
more analytical about a lot of this, but
I have only been playing Mortal Kombat X, obviously. So, but by the time next week comes around, like next Thursday or something, I'll be playing more stuff like the new Nintendo 3DS and such.
yeah, a lot of stuff's coming
Because,
out. I'm excited.
because more specifically, because next week will be my birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, fuck.
Whoa, okay.
Whoa. So yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for E3 because Phil Spencer, the what is his allegiance? What is his position in Microsoft in the
I
Xbox
think he's
division?
I think he's like the president of Xbox. I think.
Okay, so Phil Spencer has been teasing very heavily about exclusives coming out, and I've been like, and he said that it's going to be like E3 2015 is going to be even bigger than E3 2014, and that was E3 2014 was awesome. So I was like, I can't wait.
If anything for me though, it's like because I don't usually buy Xbox systems, I kind of and if it's good stuff, then I was like, oh, that'll be kind of cool.
What if they come out with a new Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah, that would.
I would make fun of you so much.
I would
because I've been waiting for the chance where I get to laugh at him because he doesn't have an Xbox and I do. And the only game I've been able to do that with is Titanfall. Any other games
To be fair though, I don't trust what they're going to do if they make a new Banjo-Kazooie because I remember what happened with Nuts and Bolts.
I mean, I don't know.
But then again, I know that currently at the moment the people who are making maybe who made the original Banjo-Kazooie, like some of the old developers from Rareware and Grant Kirkhope and all that have all gotten together to make their own spiritual successor to Banjo.
I thought they were just talking about that. I didn't know they were actually going
No,
through the motion.
No, they're actually going through with it.
Okay, so the wheels are turning.
Yeah, the first, I presume the first footage of the game and the Kickstarter will be
That's gonna
launching.
be really
on the 1st.
awkward if they both come out with like a Banjo-Kazooie-esque game, and they're like, fuck,
Well,
It's kind of the same thing with I heard the story about Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed because that game took a few years to develop. I want to say it was E3 2012. Yeah, E3 2012 because All Stars Racing was it 20? What year did Mario Kart 7 come out?
I think it was 2011. I think I may have a look at
Maybe it
this
was
up.
2011. So they were working on All Stars Racing Transform, which of course had the transforming vehicles, and that game was fucking fun. It was great.
Yeah, it was 2011.
I was wondering when another one was going to come out, but when during 2011 when they were still developing the game, the different modes of flight and driving, they were like right before the announcement of Mario Kart 7, they were like, I wonder what the next Mario Kart is going to be like, and then Nintendo showed off Mario Kart 7, which had the different modes, underwater, the gliding thing, and they were like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That's gotta be the worst when you're like working so hard on something and you see someone else, come out with something earlier because they have the home field advantage now. And if you start announcing something just like, oh, they're just copying, because people are stupid to realize that development takes too long. I hate people.
So, also, just wanted to talk about E3. So, F-Zero, please.
Yeah, I'm excited for E3, and I guess that just about wraps up our first podcast.
Yeah.
I'm going to be calling it episode 0 because I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this. I don't even know what I should call this thing.
I just said GomuCast.
Don't shut your fucking mouth. God, I hate you. That's perfect, but I hate you. Sure, what the hell? I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Just goes to show how best that you
So guys, if you enjoyed this podcast kind of thing, then tell me about it, and I'll see if I can get something done about it. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, watch other stuff. Yeah. But by the way, quick little update. I've been very unlucky when it comes to recording chances, so I don't have any AC Chronicles China parts left.
Oh,
At the time of this is recorded on the 29th of April. So I don't have any China parts left. So things are going to be a little sporadic for a while because I've been so unlucky. Like the last few times, I've had like 3 chances in a row. Like 3 days in a row I could have recorded, but I had my wisdom teeth taken out. So that was the problem. But anyway, that's about it.
yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
It's nothing else really. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, hopefully we can try and get some more collab videos out together in the future or something. If we could try and get the other 3 people to do the second heist video or something.
We should probably record more Friendly Frenchmen.
Yeah, we.
that's probably. I'll see if I can get this uploaded today, because I don't think it's going to take that long. I'm not sure about that second heist video though, because the first heist video didn't do well.
It shouldn't matter.
It should when it comes to that level of editing. You complained about just sending the files over. I had to put the thing together.
Yeah. So everything was done.
If it was just a regular Let's Play, I could have gone along with it. I've been thinking about doing Ori again for a while. But when it comes to the heist videos, because the first heist video was camera switching, so it would feel weird if I didn't do camera switching for the next heist. So that's going to take a while, and that's a lot of effort. And
so if anything, it's just another round. So anyway,
flashback to that AC Chronicles China video. I put the first part. The first session was, I want to say, probably about 2 hours of work. Just, well, including the Let's Play itself, about 2 hours. You know, the 45 minutes of recording, exporting it, probably not even an hour and a half. And I split the first part off. I rendered that, put it up, and it's like 160 views.
Sorry.
Anyway.
I was gonna say something, but you were gibbering on and I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well then, that's our first podcast. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah. Sorry about that snort. I'm not gonna edit that out.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys.
It's been about an hour, and I don't really care.
Bye.
Bye.
I never die.